What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video, and in this video we are doing a Q&A. In fact, we're doing an Ask Anything Q&A. A couple of weeks ago I put on social media that I was going to be doing one of these videos, ask people to leave questions. I've got a handful of questions which we're going to go through today. But before we get into that, I'd like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. There's been quite a flurry in the last few weeks. You're all welcome. I value every one of you, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, that way you'll see when new videos go live. And yes, let's get into the Q&A. So the first question we've got is from Tommy, and he asks, if money and time were out of question, which country would you most like to travel to? And that's a pretty good question. If I could go absolutely anywhere, I'd probably end up going somewhere sort of east, because generally I do tend to travel west, so I would probably end up going somewhere like Japan. Yeah, Japan's always fascinated me, and I did do a little bit of Japanese when I was still in high school, so probably Japan or Australia would be quite nice to see. I know people that have been to Australia and everybody sings really highly out of it, so probably Australia, New Zealand or Japan. Okay, so the next question we have is from Farrell Mohammed, and he asks, how are you going to survive if you are in Minecraft? Well, that's a pretty easy one to answer. I probably wouldn't survive because I've never played Minecraft, and I'll probably end up dying immediately. Okay, so Aidan Curry has the next question, and he asks, what is the 47th decimal of pi? Well, I could quite easily cheat on that one, but I'm not going to. Simple answer, I do not know. I know that pi starts with 3.14159, maybe 2 after that. I'm not sure, I only know it to a few decimals, so I have absolutely no clue what the 47th decimal pi is. Okay, so Mark London has the next question. Interesting surname, what are its origins? And yes, Waterfall is quite an uncommon surname. Even in the UK, Waterfall is an uncommon surname. From what I do understand about it, and I've not done masses of research, is it tends to be quite regional, and in and around the Midlands, tends to be found mainly in Derbyshire, I think Warwickshire. But yeah, without cheating, it pretty much is just that. It's a regional surname, pretty much in and around the Midlands. And even then, it's not the most common surname. It's fairly unique. Okay, so another travel-related question next. This one comes from Bong Haradura. I hope I pronounced that right. Sorry if I haven't. If you give a chance to travel around the world, what country did you like? I guess you're asking which country I like that I've actually been to, and that one for me is a really easy one to answer. My favourite country that I've ever travelled to, and a lot of people would probably think I was going to say USA because I've been there quite a lot, but my favourite country that I've ever travelled to has to be Cuba. It is an absolutely beautiful country, absolutely amazing, such a vibe about it. It's like it's trapped in time, but it's one of the most beautiful, scenic and vibrant countries I've ever been to. People there are really friendly, so welcoming, and having travelled around the island for 2 weeks a couple of years ago, and if you haven't seen my travels around Cuba, I recommend you watch the vlogs that I did when I was there. They were really good. Absolutely loved Cuba more than anything, and yeah, that's probably my favourite country I've ever been to. Okay, so the next one is from Rency. And he asks, how to be a millionaire? Well, if I knew the answer to that one, I would be a millionaire, but unfortunately I'm not. I have a day job, as does the majority of the population, and I have absolutely no idea how to be a millionaire, but yeah. So let's have a vision, work for it, and one day, if you're extremely successful, then you probably will be a millionaire. Okay, Alan Ahmed, how was your first kiss, if you've had one? Well, yes, I have had a first kiss. It was when I was a child. It was extremely awkward for both me and the girl I was with at the time, and yeah, the first one's never like it is in the movies. Okay, so the next question comes from Jack, and he asks, is your channel a Pokemon Go channel now? And the simple answer to that one is no, my channel is just as it's always been. It's a fairly general channel. Pokemon Go is a part of it. I'm not going to shy away from that. I am addicted to that game, even 3.5 years in. I am still addicted to playing that game, and I play it most days. But my channel very much is as it always has been. So it is tech, it is travel, there will be vlogs, Pokemon Go vlogs, and yeah, there'll be some other stuff. I essentially put on this channel what I feel represents how I feel about things. So if I see something I like, if I do something I'm enjoying and I want to share it, then I will film it and put it on the channel. And hopefully that doesn't scare too many people off. And the next question comes from a fellow YouTuber, Starseek. If you haven't checked out her channel and you like Pokemon Go, check out her channel. She does a lot of live streams and some very, very good content on there. And Starseek asks, what are your favourite memories during your time on YouTube? And that's a good question. I've been on YouTube for about 4 years, and some of my best memories during that time are, well, I touched upon it earlier, Cuba. Absolutely loved my road trip in Cuba. That was absolutely awesome. Absolutely loved every minute of it. I couldn't have asked for better, and that is some of the best memories I actually have in recent years, just in general. Not even counting YouTube, that is some of the best memories I've actually got in recent years. So absolutely adored Cuba. Couldn't have asked for a better road trip, better company, better anything. Cuba was absolutely awesome, and I would go there again in a heartbeat. YouTube related, I would probably say that Chicago. I went to Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago this year, and that was a really fun experience. I only did a relatively short video while I was out there because I kind of got immersed in the atmosphere and kind of forgot to film a lot because I really was just playing the game and having a great time. Chicago's such a beautiful city. I actually filmed a lot more than I put into my video, and I've got enough footage from the rest of the things while I was in Chicago, because I was there for a week, so I've probably got enough footage to actually put another video together, because I did quite a lot, saw quite a lot, and I think I've got quite a bit of footage, so I'll probably edit that together at some point and get that up. And Milton Keynes was an absolutely great community there. I met with Master27, we also met with M-Shucks and of course Newcombs, and we had an absolutely amazing day, other than I lost my drone, but these things happen. I managed to replace it, and I've got my eye on another drone, so yeah, hopefully one day soon I'll be able to buy a new toy. But no, great question, Ella, thank you very much. Final question comes from Adam, and he asks, what did you think about the rise of Skywalker? And as a lifelong Star Wars fan, as you can see, like Star Wars, I've got my Jeremy Bullock and David Prowse signed photos, which I got in person. Yes, big geek, I know. It was watchable. It was very, how do I say this politely? It was very thin. The story was literally chasing a MacGuffin. There wasn't an awful lot of story with it. It looked great, but this whole sequel trilogy kind of hasn't been what anyone expected. And it is a shame. If they had taken a few plot points and ran with them rather than trying to tie up every loose end from the last 8 films, we might have got something very strong, but instead they literally tried to tie up every loose end. And yeah, as a lifelong Star Wars fan, the film was watchable, but it certainly wasn't great. It wasn't another Star Wars or another Empire, and that's a shame. And having said that, when you compare the new movie trilogy to The Mandalorian, which has hit Disney Plus recently, The Mandalorian literally wipes the floor with every one of the new sequel movies, and that just goes to show that great Star Wars can be made. I'm certainly not taking anything away from any of the actors in the new series. Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaac, they all did fantastic jobs with what they'd been given, but they just weren't really given all that much. So yeah, here's hoping that the next Star Wars movie in 2022 will be something special, because The Mandalorian proves that good Star Wars can be created still in this day and age, even without George Lucas. thank you very much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you have a question for the next one of these videos I do, and I'm not sure when it'll be, but I will save all of these questions up, leave it in the comments down below. Push that thumbs up button if you like this video, and I'll see you really soon for a new video. Bye.